My boss does not know I am his wife. My name is Maya. I sit at a small desk outside his big office. I answer his phone calls. I bring him his coffee every morning. I organize his papers. He looks at me, but he does not see me. To him, I am just an employee. I am just Maya, the assistant, but to me, he is David. He is my husband. This is a strange story. It is a sad story, but it is also a story about love. It is a story about waiting. Maybe you have waited for someone too. Maybe you know how I feel. I want to tell you how this happened. I want to tell you about my life. I grew up in a small village. It was a beautiful place. We had green trees and a blue river. Everyone knew everyone. Life was simple there. We did not have much money, but we were happy. I met David when I was very young. We were neighbors. We played together near the river. We went to school together. David was kind. He was strong and handsome. He had a big smile. When he smiled, I felt happy. We fell in love. In our village, people marry young. So, when I was 18 and David was 20, we got married. It was a small wedding. My mother made my dress. It was white and simple. We did not have a big party. We just had our families and our love. I was so happy. I thought our life would be perfect. I thought we would stay in the village forever. But David had a dream. He wanted more. He wanted to be rich. He wanted to build a big house for us. Maya, he said to me one night, I love you, but I cannot stay here. There are no jobs here. I want to go to America. I want to work there. I will make money. Then I will come back for you. I was scared. America was far away. I did not want him to go. Please stay, I said. We have enough. No, he said. I want to give you the world. Trust me. I will go for only 2 years. Then I will return. I loved him, so I trusted him. I said goodbye to him at the bus station. I cried. He held my hand. Do not cry, Maya. He said, I will write to you every week. I will never forget you. You are my wife. He got on the bus. The bus drove away. I watched it until I could not see it anymore. I felt a pain in my chest. I felt very alone. That was 10 years ago. For the first year, everything was okay. David wrote me letters. He sent me money. He told me about America. He said it was big and busy. He said he was working hard in a factory. He missed me. I read his letters every night. I slept with his letters under my pillow. I waited for him, but then the letter stopped. I waited 1 week. No letter. I waited 1 month. No letter. I went to the post office every day. The man at the post office looked at me with sad eyes. No letter today, Maya, he said. I was worried. I thought he was sick. I thought he was hurt. I wrote to him, but my letters came back. 1 year passed, then 2 years, then 5 years. People in the village started to talk. They looked at me with pity. He found another woman, they said. He forgot you. You? They said, you should forget him too, Maya. My mother told me to marry another man. David is gone, she said. You are still young. Do not waste your life. But I could not forget him. I was his wife. I wore my ring every day. I felt in my heart that he was alive. I felt he needed me. I decided to change my life. I could not stay in the village. It was too painful. Everywhere I looked, I saw memories of David. I saw the river where we played. I saw the place where we married. I wanted to find him, or I wanted to build my own life. I started to study English. I studied very hard. I read books every night. I practiced speaking. I wanted to be smart. I wanted to work in a city. After 7 years, I left my village. I moved to the big city. It was scary. The city was loud. There were so many cars. There were so many people. I felt small, but I was strong. I found a job in a small office. I worked hard. I saved my money. I went to university at night. I learned about business. 10 years passed since David left. I was now 28 years old. I was not the same village girl. I wore city clothes. I spoke good English. I was professional. But in my heart, I was still Maya. I still wore my ring on a chain around my neck. I hid it under my shirt. Then I got a new job. It was at a very big company. It was an international company. They did business with America. I was hired as an assistant to the CEO. They told me the CEO was a very important man. They said he was strict. They said he lived in America for a long time, but now he was here to run the branch. On my first day, I was nervous. I put on my best black skirt. I put on a white shirt. I brushed my hair. I wanted to do a good job. I walked into the office. It was a beautiful building. It had glass windows. You could see the whole city. The boss is coming, someone said. I stood up. The door opened. A man walked in. He wore a gray suit. He had a nice watch. He looked serious. He looked at his phone. My heart stopped beating. My hands turned cold. I could not breathe. It was him. It was David. He looked older. He had a few gray hairs. His face was a little different. He looked tired, but it was David. I knew his eyes. I knew his walk. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run to him. I wanted to say, "David, it is me, Maya." He stopped in front of me. He looked up from his phone. He looked into my eyes. I waited for him to smile. I waited for him to say my name. "Who are you?" he asked. His voice was cold. He did not smile. He looked at me like I was a stranger. He looked at me like he had never seen me before. I am the new assistant," I said. My voice was shaking. "What is your name?" he asked. "I am Maya," I whispered. He did not react to the name. It meant nothing to him. "Okay, Maya," he said. "Bring me coffee, black, no sugar, and bring me the files on my desk." He walked into his office and closed the door. I stood there. I was shaking. I felt like I was in a bad dream. How could he not know me? We were married. We grew up together. How could he forget my face? I went to the bathroom. I locked the door. I looked in the mirror. I cried. Maybe I changed. I thought maybe I looked different. But I did not change that much. I still had the same eyes. I still had the same hair. Why did he forget me? I washed my face. I had to be strong. I needed this job. And now I needed to know the truth. I wanted to be near him. I wanted to understand. I made his coffee. "Black, no sugar," he said. But I remembered David loved sugar in the village. He put 3 spoons of sugar in his tea. I decided to test him. I put 1 spoon of sugar in the coffee. I knocked on his door. "Come in," he said. I walked in. He was working at his computer. He did not look up. "Here is your coffee, sir," I said. "Put it there," he said. I put the cup on his desk. I waited. He took a sip of the coffee. He paused. He looked at the cup. Then he looked at me. I said, "No sugar," he said. "I'm sorry, sir," I said. "I made a mistake." He took another sip. He did not look angry. He looked confused. "It is okay," he said. "Actually, this tastes good. It tastes familiar." My heart jumped. Familiar. He remembered something. "You can go," he said. I left the office. I sat at my desk. I felt a little hope. Days turned into weeks. I worked for him every day. It was very hard. Every day I saw the man I loved. Every day he treated me like a worker. He was a hard boss. He shouted sometimes. He was always stressed. He worked late every night. He was lonely. I saw it. He had no photos of family in his office. He had no wife. He had no children. He was rich, but he was alone. One day, I heard him talking on the phone. He was talking to a doctor. "My head hurts again," he said. "Yes, the headaches from the accident. It has been 10 years, but they still come." I listened carefully. "Accident? What accident?" He continued talking. "I know, doctor. I know I lost my memory of the time before the accident. I know I can't remember my childhood, but I need to work." I gasped. I put my hand over my mouth. He lost his memory. That was the answer. He did not leave me because he was bad. He did not find another woman. He had an accident. He forgot everything. He forgot the village. He forgot me. I felt sad for him. He lost his whole life. He did not know who he was. Now I knew the truth. But I was scared to tell him. If I said, "I am your wife," he would think I was crazy. He was a rich CEO. I was a poor assistant. He would think I wanted his money. I decided to wait. I decided to make him remember. I would help him remember. I started to do small things. In the village we had a special flower. It was a yellow flower. It smelled like honey. One day I found these flowers in the city market. I bought a small vase. I put the flowers on his desk. He walked in. He smelled the air. He stopped. "What is that smell?" he asked. "It is just flowers, sir," I said. He walked to the flowers. He touched them. He closed his eyes. "This smell," he whispered. "I know this smell. It makes me feel happy and sad." He looked at me. "Thank you, Maya." "You're welcome, sir," I said. Another day, it was raining very hard. It was a storm. We were stuck in the office. The lights went out. It was dark. He came out of his office. "Maya, are you still here?" "Yes, sir," I said. "I'm here." "The power is out," he said. "We have to wait." He sat on a chair near my desk. We sat in the dark. The rain hit the windows. Boom, boom. "I hate storms," he said. "I love them," I said. "My husband loves storms. We used to sit on the porch and watch the rain." I said the word husband. I wanted to see his face. "You're married?" he asked. "I was," I said. "He left a long time ago." "I'm sorry," he said. His voice was soft. "I was never married. I think the doctors tell me I was single when they found me after the accident. But sometimes what?" I asked. "Sometimes I feel like I am missing something," he said. "I feel like I forgot something very important. Like I left my heart somewhere." I wanted to cry. "Maybe you did," I said. "Tell me about your husband." He said, "What was he like?" It was dark. He could not see my face clearly. I could be brave. "He was kind," I said. "He had a big dream. He wanted to see the world. He had a smile that made me happy. He promised to come back." "He sounds like a good man," David said. "Why did he not come back?" "I think he got lost," I said. "I think he forgot the way home." David was quiet. "If he is smart, he will find his way back," he said. "You sound like a good woman, Maya. He is a fool to forget you." My eyes filled with tears. He was talking about himself, but he did not know. The lights came back on. The moment was over. "Back to work," he said. He stood up and fixed his suit. He was the boss again. But things changed after that night. He was softer with me. He asked me about my day. He smiled at me sometimes. One day he asked me to eat lunch with him. "I need to discuss work," he said. But we did not talk about work. We sat in a nice restaurant. He looked at me. "You know, Maya," he said, "I feel comfortable with you. I don't know why. I usually don't like people, but I like you." "I like you too, sir," I said. "Call me David," he said. "Okay, David," I said. It felt good to say his name. "Tell me," he said. "Where are you from?" I am from a small village, I said, far away from here. I see, he said. I have dreams about the village. Sometimes there is a river and a girl. She has long hair. She's laughing. I leaned forward. What does the girl look like? I can't see her face, he said. It is blurry, but I know I loved her. I reached into my bag. I had a photo. It was an old photo. It was black and white. It was a photo of us on our wedding day. We were standing by the river. My hand was shaking. Should I show him? David, I said, I want to show you something. What is it? He asked. I put the photo on the table. Look at this. He took the photo. He looked at it. He looked at it for a long time. His face changed. He went pale. His hand started to shake. Who is this? He asked. His voice was a whisper. Look closely, I said. He looked at the man in the photo. Then he touched his own face. Then he looked at the woman in the photo. Then he looked at me. He looked at my eyes. He looked at the photo again. This is me, he said. This is me when I was young. Yes, I said. And this woman. He looked at me. Tears came into his eyes. This is you. Yes, I said. I am Maya. I am your wife. He dropped the photo. He put his hands on his head. Oh my God, he said. Maya, Maya. He said my name. He said it like he knew me. I remember, he said. The bus, the promise. I promised to come back. The accident. I woke up in the hospital. I didn't know who I was. They told me my name was David, but they didn't know where I came from. I had no idea. He started to cry. A big, strong man crying in the restaurant. I forgot you, he said. I am so sorry. I left you alone for 10 years. I reached across the table. I took his hand. His hand was warm. It felt like the hand of my David. It is okay, I said. You are here now. I made you wait, he said. I am a bad husband. No, I said. You had an accident. You did not choose this. I waited because I knew. I knew you would come back. He held my hand tight. I felt it, he said. When I saw you in the office, I felt my heart wake up. I didn't know why, but now I know it was you. It was always you. He stood up. He came to my side of the table. He hugged me. He hugged me so tight. I smelled his scent. It was the expensive soap, but underneath it was him. People in the restaurant looked at us. I did not care. I held my husband. After 10 years, I held him. I love you, Maya, he said. I remember loving you. It is coming back. The river, the wedding, your mother's dress. I love you too, David, I said. We left the restaurant. We did not go back to the office. We walked in the park. We walked for hours. He asked me 1,000 questions. How is your mother? She is old, but she is well. How is the village? It is the same. Did you marry anyone else? No. I wore my ring. I showed him the ring on the chain around my neck. He touched it. Put it on your finger, he said. I took the ring off the chain. I put it on my finger. It still fit. I will buy you a new ring, he said. A fake diamond. I don't want a diamond, I said. I want this one. This is the ring you gave me. He smiled. It was the smile from the past. The big, happy smile. You are an amazing woman, Maya, he said. You are strong. You learned English. You came to the city. You found me. I never gave up, I said. That evening I went to his apartment. It was a big, cold penthouse. It had no color. It is a lonely place, he said. We will fix it, I said. We sat on the sofa. We looked at the city lights. I have to learn to be your husband again, he said. I am different now. I am a CEO. I am not the boy from the village. I am different too, I said. I am not the girl from the village. I am a woman now. We are both new people. Can we start again? He asked. Can we date? Can I court you? I smiled. Yes, I would like that. So, that is what we did. We did not rush. I did not move in with him right away. We started to date. He took me to dinner. We went to the movies. We went for walks. He told me about his life in America. I told him about my studies. We laughed. We cried. We fell in love again. It was not easy. Sometimes he had headaches. Sometimes he felt guilty. I wasted 10 years, he would say. We could have had children. We could have been happy. Don't look back, I told him. Look forward. We have the rest of our lives. He made me the manager of a department in the company. You are smart, he said. You worked hard. You deserve it. I worked with him, but now I was not just his assistant. I was his partner. We walked into the office together, holding hands. The other employees were surprised. The boss is smiling, they said. He never smiles. He is happy, I told them. 1 year later, we went back to the village. David was nervous. Will they be angry? He asked. Will they hate me? No, I said. They will be happy. We drove a nice car to the village. My mother was waiting. When she saw David, she cried. My son, she said. You came back. David hugged her. I am sorry, mother, he said. I lost my way. You're home now, she said. We walked by the river. The water was blue. The trees were green. It was the same. I remember this, David said. I remember playing here. He looked at me. Maya, he said, thank you. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for loving me when I was a stranger. Love is patient, I said. We are happy now. We live in the city, but we visit the village often. We have a baby now, a little boy. He has David's smile. Life is not always easy. We have problems like everyone else. But when I look at David, I feel lucky. I learned something important. Life can change in 1 second. A bus ride, an accident, a meeting. But true love is strong. It can wait. It can fight. It can survive time and distance. Sometimes, when I bring David his coffee in the morning at home, he looks at me and smiles. Good morning, my love, he says. He knows who I am. He knows I am his wife. And that is the most beautiful thing in the world. So if you're waiting for something, do not give up. If you have a dream, keep going. If you love someone, hold on. The road might be long, it might be hard, but in the end, love will find a way home. I am Maya. This was my story. Thank you for listening.